This story will change your life. Many years ago, a new member began to attend my private personal training gym. And he said, "Hey, I noticed you have a crucifix on the wall. It's very beautiful. Where did you get it from?" And I said, "When my grandmother died, I got it from her." And he said, "Are you someone who loves Jesus?" And I said, "Absolutely. I really, really, really love Jesus. I love people in general." And then he said, "Where do you go to church?" And I named off the church. And I knew he was new to town, so I figured maybe he was like looking for an invitation. So I said, "We go every Sunday at 10, my mom, my dad, some friends, and we go hang out at Panera Bread afterwards. You're more than welcome to come." And he told me, "Oh, I can't go to church." And I said, "Why not?" He said, "I would get struck down by lightning." And I said, "Why's that?" And he went on to express to me, in essence, that he was a sinner like all of us. And I just chuckled and I said, "RJ, we are all God's children. And I know you were never a parent, but I tell you what, man, no matter what my kids do, I always, always love them. And God may not love some of the stuff we do, but God really, really loves us." So he ended up showing up to church that week, and sure enough, he did not get struck by lightning. And he had moved to our region because his husband had died. They had been married before that was even happening. And he came every week. He ultimately ended up joining the choir. He got baptized. He accepted Jesus Christ into his life. And to this day, every morning by about 7 a.m., I've since moved away, but we stay in contact, he sends me a verse from the Bible. And one day he called me when I first moved away, and he was all giddy and excited. He's close to 80 years old now. And he said, "I've turned away from all of my sin." And I never brought any of it up. That was between him and God. I just showed him love. And he said, "I've turned away from all the sin because the love of Jesus Christ is way better than everything I had myself involved in." And what's the point of this video? RJ was a very mature man, and he knew just because we disagreed on topics, it didn't mean I didn't have love for him. And he knew he had differences of opinions for me, and it didn't mean he didn't have love for me. My family had love for him. My children had love for him. And we have got to, you people, and it happens on both sides. These people who think because we don't agree with what you do, that it means we don't love you, it is the biggest lie people allow the media to tell them. There is this word called agape love, and it's like brotherly, sisterly love for one another. And let me guess, if you had a brother or a sister, you didn't agree with them on everything, but it didn't mean that you hate each other. We've got to get to this place in society where ultimately what wins the argument is love. Just because we don't agree with everything one another does, it does not mean that we hate you. Yeah, sure, certainly there are probably a few that do, and it once again is on both sides. But those people are just showing you who they are, and you don't want to be around them. It's not a big deal. Heck, there was a guy named Jesus, did it perfectly, and not everyone accepted him. Think about that. Have a great God day, and give this channel a follow.